Hey y'all, welcome back for another video. I am so excited about today's video because it's a little bit personal and it's faith-based, and I think it could really help someone out there. If you're new here on my blog, each month I pick out a theme and we study that theme the whole month. And so we look at scripture, we hear from a guest, and we just talk about it all month so that we can really get a grasp on God's perspective of whatever the topic is. And so September, the theme is discipline. And so I thought it would be the perfect time to share my top 5 ways for finding time to spend with Jesus every single day. So obviously, this is just one of the hardest things for believers. There are so many things day to day that keep us from spending time with God. Our schedules, jobs, relationships, school, kids, natural disasters, sickness, so many things that happen and that affect us every single day that keep us from prioritizing things how maybe we would want to all the time. And some of those things are great. Obviously, kids, family, jobs, like those things are wonderful. But when you remove the source of peace and comfort and strength, then those things, no matter if they're good or bad, they start to feel really, really heavy if the priority is not in line. So how do we balance our day-to-day life and spending time with Jesus? Let's talk about it. I've got my smoothie, I've got this brand new Zit, which is super fun, and I'm gonna be real with you. Everything I'm saying to myself. So let's get real, let's learn something today, and let's get started. All right, first thing, and I've got a really lame analogy for you. So imagine yourself as like a volume knob, like whatever in your car, and just like go ahead and like turn yourself down, like all the way. Turn yourself down. Your life, your time on earth is not about you. Say it with me. It's not about me. Shout it from the rooftop if you have to. Your time on earth, your life is not about you. If you want to find more time with Jesus throughout your day, make your day less about you and more about Him. So what does that mean? What does that look like? For starters, I think that means you just need to wake up grateful. Be grateful that you woke up that day. Be kind to people throughout the day. Thank God throughout the day for the big things and the little things. Just be grateful. Find ways to serve throughout the day. Serve your coworkers, your family, serve your spouse. Serve your spouse. There is nothing hotter than your spouse serving you in some mundane but super sweet way, trust me. Basically, just try to remove yourself a little bit more every day from the equation. Focus on others, focus on God, and it will literally transform your day. And at the beginning, if you're really struggling with this, which I totally have, it's kind of tough to do that. It's not really a subconscious thing that you can naturally do. You have to really choose, okay, today it's not about me. All right, at work today, it's not about me. When I get home and I'm with the kids or my husband or whatever, it's not about me. You have to consciously do it, and it really, really will transform your day. Okay, so now that we've turned our selfishness down a little bit, let's think about how we use our time. So are you someone who can realistically get up in the morning, pray, be in the Word, spend time with God, and make it useful? Or if you're not, then are you someone who has a lunch break that allows for, a little devotional or quiet time? Is right after work when no one's home? Is that a better time for you? Or right before bed? So think about your day. Think about how you are with time. Think about how you are in the mornings, how you are at night, and be realistic. When is the best time for you to sit down and devote a really, really, really important part of your day with God? Obviously for this, you don't want to force yourself to wake up at 6 a.m. if you're not a morning person. And then if you know you get really busy and distracted at night, don't push it off and say, oh, I'll do it later, oh, I'll do it tonight, knowing that you probably won't get around to it. So don't force yourself, be realistic, and give yourself the best chance to have the best time with God. Alright, so we are switching from my camera to my iPhone because the battery died, and I'd really like to blame Satan, but I'm gonna go ahead and blame myself because I forgot to charge it. So the third thing for finding time with Jesus every day is to have some kind of game plan. If you've been in kind of a rut with your quiet times, which been there, or you've just never done one before, it's great to have some sort of plan to kind of move you forward so you're not just like left staring at an open Bible. But with that being said, the best place to start is opening your Bible. maybe you're deciding to follow a certain Bible character, a story of theirs relates to what you're going through. Maybe you've decided to read a chapter of Psalms every day. Like it's endless. If you've got the Bible, you're good. That's all you need. But if you're in like a rut or you just need some kind of direction, a great place to start also is with some kind of daily or weekly devotional or a book. There are a bunch of great devotionals and books on my website if you go there, if you have no idea where to start. Also, in yesterday's blog post, I shared kind of a detailed description of what my daily quiet time looks like right now. It looks different, every few months I kind of change it up. But I shared the books that I'm reading and the devotional I'm doing. And so if you need some guidance, then that's also, something that can help you out too. The main thing that I want you to know is that there's no right or wrong way to do it. Your quiet time is gonna look different all throughout your life. It looks different for whatever season you're in, whatever you're going through, and God knows your heart. Just make your goal by the end of your quiet time every day to just know Jesus more. There's no right or wrong way, but some structure can help you. The fourth thing that I want to talk about is so important. A very great and necessary for me tool, part of my quiet time every single day is accountability. And this is something that you don't need technically. You don't need someone else involved in your quiet time, but having that accountability with someone you trust and you love is so crucial. It's literally crucial for me. Like, it has changed my quiet times and my relationship with the Lord by having these people in my life. I've got a really small group of people who I really trust to hold me accountable, to spend time with Jesus, to know him more. And it's a game changer. And these people, they're involved in your quiet time in a different way. Like, I mentioned in my blog post yesterday that I'm reading a book with a friend, and we meet every week to go over what we read and just kind of our thoughts and insights and just things we can be praying for each other. And so she's part of my accountability and my quiet time in that way. But also these people can just be praying for you, people that you count on to pray for you to do your quiet times, to make it a priority. Or these people are your mentors or people you're in community with. But having people behind you, rallying behind you, who are for you and with you in your quiet times and your pursuit of the Lord is so important. And it's crazy because even if you're really good at discipline and you're good at doing things every single day and it's not hard for you, it's still hard to hold yourself accountable every single day with your quiet times. Like, no matter what season of life I'm in, whatever I'm going through, it's hard every single time. It's still hard. And so having these people behind you makes all the difference. God instructs us to be in community and to have people to just do life with, to serve. And being a part of your quiet time is just kind of a part of that. I can tell you personally that through all of the hard times throughout life, the community, the godly community in my life has helped pull me out of it and push me towards Jesus. And so if you're struggling with a quiet time, pull some people in and ask for help. So if you're struggling to have a quiet time every day, or you just feel like you're off or just not in a groove, pull people in that will help push you towards Jesus, and it will be such a game changer for you. So this last point, the fifth point, isn't really a full point, but something that I feel like needs to be said, is to continuously try to give yourself grace. We all struggle with this, and it's something that's really hard to do. And so you've got to keep giving yourself grace and starting over each day with a fresh mindset. Maybe you're a working mom, you are packed with a crazy school schedule, you're mourning, or you're just beaten down by life. Give yourself some grace. God knows your circumstances. He knows your situation. And remember that He's the source for whatever you need right now. If you need comfort, if you need strength, if you just need energy, if you need peace, He's the source for that. But if you're like me, and you suffer from busyness and your schedule is just so busy and you never have time to do anything and it's self-inflicted, we have got to get over ourselves and schedule better, because remember, it is not about us. Y'all, the truth is we have to make time for God. We must. We literally have to. Coasting through life on your own schedule that's all about you will leave you feeling so empty. Selfishness is really hard to battle, and busyness is always going to be a thing, but we have to overcome it and we have to make room for Jesus in our days. But you can do it. I can do it, ask for strength, and take it one day at a time. So I hope this video hasn't been too harsh or confusing or just a mess, but I think someone out there can relate to me in this. It's a struggle every single day, and I think just with one day at a time, focusing on God, removing ourselves from the equation, and giving ourselves grace at the end of the day, I think it can be a real game changer in your day and just your life. If you really are struggling to find a devotional or book you like, there's a page on my website under the resources tab that I think could be just a great place to start. A bunch of great books and devotionals there. But I hope you have a great weekend and a great rest of the day and can find some time for Jesus. And just thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.